Welcome to Monday's Minute. I'm your host, Jennifer Shaheen, the technology therapist. Well, tonight's Monday's Minute will be a little longer than a minute because we've had a lot of requests to know a little bit more about the Facebook business page changes. So let's go ahead and jump right over to Facebook as if we are not logged in. And what I want to show you is here's the business page when you're not logged in. As a reminder now, it shows the pages that your page likes on the left, and you do not see the actual people on the site that like your page, but just the number of fans that you have. One of the other things I want to point out is that you'll notice here, if you've set a page owner, which you do not have to, that information will be there. So that is one of the changes with Facebook business pages. Now, I'm jumping over to Facebook in Chrome because I have me logged in. So now here is our business page with us logged in. Off to the right, you will see your admins. You will also see some of the quick marketing information like use Facebook as technology therapy so you can actually switch to act like the page, which was a tip 2 weeks ago. You can start an ad, you can look at your insights, and you can suggest this to friends. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about tonight is I want to go into edit page and talk about some of the neat features that some of you need to be adjusting in your Facebook pages. The first feature is under your settings. One of the biggest comments has always been that you want to write on your business page as you personally instead of as the business. So to do that, you can now uncheck this where it says always comment. If you uncheck it, then when you write on the page, you will have to change from being yourself, like your profile, to acting as the page. So if you wanted to appear as Technology Therapy Group, what you're going to need to do is click on use Facebook as technology therapy. Because I've unchecked that, anything I write on here now will be from Jennifer Shaheen. So let's go back to edit page. And again, that was under your settings. And you want to uncheck always comment on your page as technology therapy. Also, right here, anytime someone writes on your page, you will want to get notified. And I love this, so this reminds me to go and check my page. Now, this is not going to send you a notification if someone just likes a post, but if they actually take the time to comment on or write on your wall, it will send you an email notification. Each admin will see their own email address here. So each admin has to change their email notifications. Once you're done, remember to hit Save Changes if that is the change that you want to keep. The next major change that I want to talk about here is under the tab called Featured. There are two things here that are new. The first is the likes. Well, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, pages like other pages. So here you can decide of the pages that you like as technology therapy, I can decide which ones I want to be featured or seen all the time. If you do not change or check these, they will just randomize and rotate as Technology Therapy Group becomes fans of other businesses, it will rotate. But if you want to say these are the 8 pages that we want to show at all times, then that is the purpose of this like section. Additionally, if you are an administrator of many pages, you probably don't want to do this. I did this because it is my business and I want people to know that I am the page owner. So most people like to keep their pages anonymous. There are quite a few pages that I am an administrator of that I would never set myself as the page owner. But if, again, you want people to know that you're the owner of the business and you're trying to brand both your company and yourself professionally together, you may want to choose to do this. This is something that you want to think about in great detail before you do that. On the left-hand side, you'll see many of the other features that you're used to: manage permissions, basic information, profile picture, marketing. Now, under marketing, there are some new features. They actually made sure that the alias option is here, so you no longer have to just go to facebook.com/username. You can get to it right here. You can also have your advertising, your tell your fans, and get a badge, again, all under the marketing elements. Your manage admins are here as well, so this is where you can add new admins. Now, one of the things that I also want to mention, and I'll do a whole separate minute, is on insights. The insights show the popularity of your page, from user interaction to the number of people who have become fans. This in itself can be a whole separate video, so we will do that, okay? So I just wanted to remind you that that's there. But one thing that I want to point out is some of you may have this and some of you may not. On the left side, I have something called Deals. Now, this right now is a Facebook feature that is in beta, and it allows you to create some type of reward or check-in for your business. As I mentioned, again, see how it says create a deal for this page? I'll do this again as a separate video, but one of the things I want to mention to you is I'm opening another Facebook page that I take care of, and I want to point out that not all pages have this. So one of the things I want to mention to everyone is you can kind of see as you look at this, some of you may have this and some of you may not. So if you notice, I've shown you 2 other pages that we administer that do not have this under there yet. I am not quite sure why some of us have it and some of us don't. I believe it has something to do with the fact that Technology Therapy is not only a business page, but we are also a places page. And how I know that is because I connected our business to our actual physical address some time ago. So this is the last quick change that I want to show you, which is that on most business pages now, you can actually change the name of the page. You can also change the categories that you are listed in. You can change your address. This was something, changing the page name and changing the category, was something that we could not do little over 2 months ago. Now we can. This is very exciting. If you notice, however, I cannot click in here and change this because, as you can see, it didn't let me. It jumped me around because I have officially merged my business page to be a places page, and that's basically their feature for checking into our location. If you have a local business, you should really consider converting your page to a places page. So this is something you'll notice here as I kind of type in the information. If I type in the drop down, notice the separation. See, this is places, these are pages, and these are people. So just so you notice in the drop down, this is also how you might understand the differences. How my page became a places page is I had merged it with the listing that Facebook had that was inputted into here through Bing. So, and that was actually in a Monday Minute a couple weeks ago as well. So some great new features. I hope that you enjoyed our little tour of some of the page changes within the Facebook environment, and I hope you'll read the blog on the rest of the information. Well, that's this week's More Than a Minute, Monday's Minute, and I hope that you'll tune in again. Thank you for joining us.